Hello everybody, welcome to At This Moment with Jim Jefferies and me, Amos Gill. We are in a hotel room in Prague, continuing the European tour. The only place left to see Jim is Dublin. Still tickets available for Dublin. He's also got shows in New York, jimjeffries.com.
You've got New York, Boston. Are you doing the Boston show with me as well?
I'm not doing that. I'm going to be at the Adelaide Fringe. I have a show in Amsterdam, an extra show coming up on the 12th of December. Plus, I'm adding my own European dates. I'm going to Denver again at amosgill.com. But Jim...
And I don't... Before I say it makes a banging Christmas gift, tickets. If it's someone in your life that you love, that it's hard to buy for, experiences. If they don't want stuff, buy them an experience. Get them tickets to the show. What are we talking about in the show?
It's also a good selfish gift as well, because you're sort of buying yourself.
You get to go as well. Yeah. And then buy them a meet and greet, and then it's like a real big gift. Easy done.
On today's episode, we talk about Bonnie Blue.
What? We bring up her again?
I can't believe she made her way back into our consciousness, but she may be going away for more than 15 years to prison. We'll cover this story. We also discussed on the show.
That's like when Muhammad Ali couldn't box for all those years. It's going to be a prime
the missing years.
She'll come back out. All right, boys.
Bonnie Blue's still trying to do it when she's 52. Who wants it? So we can't stop talking about Bonnie Blue, obviously, as well as circumcision.
She's going to go to other countries. Who ate all the ties?
Female or male circumcisions, we do discuss one of those topics.
Yes.
Very different vibes.
Yeah.
The tone of both of those, amongst a myriad of other topics. Enjoy At This Moment with many, many errors that Jack will make in the editing. Why don't you count how many there are in the YouTube comments and we'll give you a prize.
All right. Hello everyone, we're together again. We're actually in the fabulous city of Prague.
We are. Another couch in another Eastern European city in a fine hotel room with petit four that's been brought to you.
I tell you, Prague is one of the world's great bangers. It's still like beautiful and all that type of stuff, but it just isn't covered in cunts trying to rip you off. The taxi drivers are fair. There isn't people just trying to hustle you into
beautiful. It's a beautiful city. Cobblestones, the churches, the bridge, Christmas markets.
Legalised weed.
You do think about a car coming and knocking you out somewhat on a Christmas market stroll.
Yeah. They haven't put up the concrete pylons to the extent that I would have wished. I don't want to give any terrorists any. You
could say Eastern Europe do have the biggest concrete pylons. It's called a harsh immigration policy.
And just a woman with a scarf around their head. Just
a bubba.
Yeah.
An angry bubba. And by the way, all Eastern European airports, sexy TSA workers.
Yes.
The airport employees, but mean, dominatrix types.
They're nasty women with great bodies who want to just, you'll come over here.
Take your laptop out.
Wait, we told you no liquids. Oh, no, we changed that law? Okay. Like that. Like, let's be honest, the TSA outfits in Eastern Europe, I don't believe that they even make them in that size for America. No. I've never, because out of all outfits, out of all official uniforms that involve a badge, because you can't have police officers that big. You definitely can't have firefighters that big, right?
But the
TSA, they're doing big and tall.
But like all of them are like good looking. They're all like models, the men and women.
Yeah.
I think they just sort of go back there and confiscate booze and then have parties afterwards and fuck each other.
It's all comes down to the one bloke who's hiring. That's what every company needs. You need one bloke who's got an agenda, and that's how you get the good sorts in there.
Do you mean Harvey Weinstein?
Yeah, the Harvey Weinstein of hiring. He made good movies.
Put a lot of hotties on.
You can't say he didn't make good films. So
I was also going to say I had a great moment. So every time Jim gets to these hotels, they're very excited to have you here. Because our tour manager will be like, Jim Jefferies is coming.
In saying that, he gives the staff free tickets. So they give us upgrades and things like that.
But I had a great moment in Istanbul where it was like a 2-hour drive from the airport. Yeah. And for the last hour, Jim was like this. How long? I've got to shit. I've got to shit really bad. I've got to shit really bad. And the moment the doors opened, your ass started to pucker.
It was a squirting shit.
And there was all of the staff of this fine hotel waiting. And they gave you that thing like, excuse me, Mr. Jefferies, I'd love to show you everything that your room has. May I walk you through your...
Okay, so you didn't hear everything. Okay, so first of all, you come into a hotel in Istanbul. It's not just a straight walk-in. It's like going through airport security.
Dude,
you have to put your bag through a sensor every time you enter the hotel. And we're talking handbags or anything, right?
Your car has they have that mirror on a stick.
They mirror on the
Mirror
stick.
on a stick is a fucking scary way to start a vacation.
But also, if you're a terrorist that hasn't covered mirror on a stick...
Oh no, mirror on the stick, abort!
Yeah, like just put the bomb underneath the floor mats in the front. Why does it have to be stuck directly under, right? Put it under the hood. They never pop the hood. You can have everything, but mirror on stick. Mirror on stick. We've got everything covered. Mirrors on stick. It's also good for when a lady steps out the vehicle. Whoa!
Female driver from the bus. Hello.
When you meet a woman in a burqa, this is sometimes the only way you can get a good look. Mirror on stick.
They call it the burqa buster.
Hey, that's a penis. You got me again. Anyway, so we come in the hotel. I've been like, it was maybe a 2-hour drive from the hotel. It's like they have their central hotel airport, which is a big, massive one of the biggest airports in the world in Istanbul. Then they have their outside one, the Gatwick to the Heathrow. You know what I mean? And we were at the Gatwick version. The drive-in was meant to be 90 minutes. It took 2 hours, and I was feeling a bit sick, and I was on... Okay, by the way, we were in Bulgaria the day before. Was it Bucharest?
No, we were in Skopje.
Skopje, then it's Bucharest?
Bucharest the day before that.
Bucharest is Bulgaria.
No, Jesus.
Which one was which?
Romania, Bucharest.
Romania is Bucharest.
Skopje, North Macedonia, or as the locals would say, Macedonia.
Yeah.
Do you know how many times I said that? So what's it like living in North Macedonia? The taxi driver, please don't say North Macedonia.
Yeah,
We are Macedonia.
It's Macedonia.
I don't give a fuck. Alexander the Great territory.
Oh, it's like whenever you're in Kansas City, Missouri, and you go, it's great to be here in Kansas. Missouri! Yeah, but your city's called Kansas City. Like, I can say Kansas City.
Amazing. You were sick, but we went and got... So Jim's ill, which means I'm going to be ill.
Yes.
So we went and got some cold and flu medication. And let me tell you, Eastern European cold and flu medication, pure speed.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just speed.
It's like, do you remember when before they used to let you have Sudafed, the real, like, Sudafed Extra, and it wasn't behind the counter, and you could just get it in the shop until all the ice, what's the crystal meth people, all the Smurfs would come in and melt down the pseudoephedrine or whatever. And no. In Bulgaria or in Macedonia? Which one was it?
I think we picked it up in Macedonia.
In Macedonia, they've got the good shit. I'm keeping it. Dude. Just for not for when I'm sick next, just for when I want to party at home.
On this drive to the Istanbul airport, I said to you, because I was like, I need some. I was doing the Hitler at the Munich Games tweak.
Yeah.
I had that rock going, and we're in traffic, and I was like this. How long?
I've still got a tray of it.
How long till we get there?
But as with cocaine or ecstasy or any drugs, it started giving me the squirts, right? So I was on this really strong medication and I had to squirt out of my ass. We get there, we have to put our bags on. Now, I've talked about this at length in my stand-up. Your asshole knows when it's near a toilet. It's very knowledgeable. It's like a Pavlovian dog when I enter a hotel. It's like, we made it, let's go. And I started that thing, and the lady was like this, hello, Mr. Jefferies, so happy to be here. First of all, just if you could say anything, and our staff would like to meet. And these other staff were coming up to shake my hand, and I said to her, you were back at the metal detector, and I said, I need to shit.
We heard it from the band.
I said, I need to shit. I need to shit right away. Can I please just... If she was holding my key.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But I will take you up and I will show you the room like this, right? She brings me up.
Because she'd been told, because it's a nice hotel, you have to show the guests how an elevator works.
Yeah. First of all, you put the key onto the thing. Great. We have put you on the top floor. Oh, good.
And only for you. And there's 3 doors of security, so you feel very private in here.
And then you have the big corner suite because you were so generous to give us the tickets. Okay. Would you like me to take the bag? Now, I've got opinions on bags, right? If you've got a suitcase, you start off with your suitcase in your attic or in your basement or at the side of your garage and you wheel it into your house and you take it upstairs and you put bloody things in there. Then you drag it down, then you take it to the airport, you put it onto the thing, it goes through the scanner, all this type of stuff. Right? Then even that hotel, then you get to the hotel, you have to put it in the scanner yourself. Then it scans through, and then someone offers to roll it against some on a marble floor, right? They want to roll it 200 metres and then get a tip. I've done all the hard work, mate. I just got it out of the trunk of a fucking car.
That's like someone's done all the cooking and then they bring the plate to the table. You go, oh, thanks for that.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah,
and everyone goes, great meal you've cooked. You go, fucking.
Yeah. It's like you're having a threesome and one woman's wanking you off, another one just flicks your dick at the end as you're coming.
It's a team effort.
Right? So I get up into the room and she goes, let me show you the features of the room. The features of the room?
Bed.
The features of the room. It's got light switches, has it?
But it's always the nicest hotels where they give you a room tour, which is always, everyone's like, when you get to a hotel room, you're either going to shit immediately or have a wank.
Yeah.
What you don't need is some closeted homosexual, and in this case, openly homosexual man for me, be like, let me show you how the curtains work.
Well, we're in a Mandarin Orient right now, and the guy who showed me in the room, I didn't need to shit in this hotel, but this hotel's lovely. One of those Oriental Mandarins, Mandarin Oriental.
Mandarin Oriental, yeah.
Because it's like we have like little tassels on our door instead of a do not disturb. We have the red one means stay away. Anyway, so this guy comes in, and I had a little towered thing like I was having a British English tea, right? Towered of little pastries and macaroons and stuff like that. He goes, and there is your room, and here's a thing, and your towels are over here, and look what we have put for you there. Yum, yum, yum.
Yummy, yummy, yummy,
yum. Yum, 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 yum.
And the Christmas markets, you will take part tonight?
You will enjoy, just walk around and enjoy the city and have a good
Well,
time.
I didn't get, but it's funny because like nice hotels, they always do that. Where you really need help is when I stay at like a Best Western in the Midwest, where you really do need to be told, yeah, the shower doesn't work. You actually have to like smack the handle anti-clockwise.
It's going to be really hot or really cold. We don't know what day it is.
That's where what you need is the staff to open the door and go, sorry about this.
Yeah. I'd sleep in my underwear if I was you.
Like when there's just the smell in the European hotels of pure cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like pubes in the bed.
Still smell of cigarettes. But, travel is hard, and that can only be represented now by our favourite topic, Amos.
Oh, you're ready to get straight into the news.
We have two people we like to talk about most on this podcast. Someone wrote a review of the podcast, and what was the review? They said...
This show might as well be called the Greta Thunberg and Bonnie Blue Hour.
Yes, that's what it is. We love them both.
Two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, one's a miserable cunt, and the other one's just in jail right now. They both get imprisoned for doing different things, but they're freedom fighters. They fight for freedom. So Bonnie Blue has gone down to Bali, Indonesia, a Muslim country, biggest Muslim country in the world.
One of, yeah. It's a huge one of those Asian countries that has a surprisingly enormous population.
I think it's like 200 and something million people. It is an enormous...
But Bonnie didn't grow up in Australia, so she didn't grow up with the Bali Nine.
Now, she has said before that the worst fucks that she had when she fucked 1,000 men, so she would know who a good fuck is Australians on schoolies, right? Why on earth, Bonnie, if you didn't enjoy fucking Australian men on schoolies, which is spring break, would you...
Hi, this is Jack, your editor. Amos's phone just fell off the couch and unplugged the microphones. I'm not sure how long it took them to realize it, but they cut. And here is the podcast continued in a random part of the conversation.
So Australians at their worst. She's gone there. She's got a Bang bus with the Bang bus company. I always thought she was a Lone Ranger.
She's got a sponsor now, does she?
Oh, I think it was Bang bus, the actual company.
She got a corporate deal. Okay. So this is what it says. Bonnie Blue, likely to be deported with Bali or face 15 years in an Indonesian prison. Because people think of Bali as this party hotspot, right?
It is.
Because it's Buddhist. However, that is just the island of Bali. The rest of Indonesia is a devout Muslim nation. So,
in fact, they were going to ban non-married couples staying in hotel rooms in Indonesia, and the people. And if you got caught fucking in Indonesia and you weren't married, that was going to be a prisonable offence. And then Bali went, "Come on, we're for tourists and young people partying and stuff like that." And they went, "Well, just don't take the fucking piss," right? Yeah. So there is a law there that you can get done in Indonesia just for fucking your girlfriend.
It'd be like if Disneyland said no obesity.
Exactly.
The bottom line hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the mobility scooters are just for people missing their legs. So you can be arrested there for fucking your girlfriend, but everyone's gone. It's just for the locals. So they don't want local Indonesians not being married and fucking, right? And they said the tourists, we're going to leave them alone. But with every law, don't take the piss.
Yeah, so we grew up with these drug cases. So there was Bali 9, they were smuggling some ecstasy or something. Then there was Chappelle Corby. Look that up if you're not an Aussie.
Was she the one with the boogie board filled with marijuana?
Had a boogie board full of marijuana and spent years and years in jail. Now, the Bali 9 got executed.
Yeah.
Chappelle Corby did 15 years and then managed to get out of there and be on like Dancing with the Stars Australia or something.
Yeah, good for her.
But they're fucking serious about the drugs,
yes.
okay? And also, you would imagine Bonnie Blue coming over there to get gangbanged. Not exactly the vibe they're trying to put out in the fundamentalist
You know
Islamic
what?
nation.
You know, I'm going to stop saying the term gangbang because I've watched a lot of porn and gangbang always assumes there's going to be 5 to 6, 3 to 5 men, 3 to 6 men. She's crowd banged. It's no longer a gang because I can't believe that all the people banging her would know each other.
Yes.
A gang involves a group of men that are in a gang.
A gang would suggest everyone knows each other.
Yes.
These are strangers.
Maybe they have a handshake or something. This is just random crowd bang.
They are disguising their faces like many people in a gang. Yeah. So the dude's been involved in this bang. They're in some trouble as well.
They're arrested as well. That phone call back to mum. Like, we've all had it. Oh, I've made a bit of an error, mum. There's been something wrong.
You're going to have to pick me up.
Yeah. What's happened? Oh, well, you know when I said I needed that ski mask to go to Bali?
Yeah, I told you it was too hot for that.
Well, yeah, you're right. And it was too hot. It was too hot. If I had me time over, I wouldn't have taken it because I've gotten a bit of trouble, mum.
So here's what it says. Police in Bali have arrested Bonnie Blue and 17 male tourists, 15 of which are Australians, who have since been released on suspicion of breaching Indonesia's anti-pornography law. If prosecuted and found guilty under the law, Blue, whose real name is Tia Billinger, and who gained fame for having sex with 1,057 men in 12 hours in a documentary...
The British love tea, don't they?
Faces up to 15 years imprisonment and fines of up to 6 billion rupees, approximately 541,000 Australian, which is the maximum penalty.
She can afford that.
Yeah.
There's no problem. She can pay. I suspect she'll be able to pay her way
Here
out.
we go. The Balinese, you know when you do like a drug bust, the police put something on the table?
Yeah.
Apparently Bali police on the local news have put out a table which includes items such as video cameras, mountains of contraceptives, erectile drugs, a small blue ute with the words Bonnie Blue Bang Bus, and will put this into court as evidence of pornography.
All right, here we go. Erectile drugs. If you're a young man and you have to take a blue pill to fuck a porn star, you're not ready, mate. You're not ready. You can't be coming in with your blue pills thinking you're a big tough guy going to fuck a girl on a bus and you can't get
We've said this before. Nothing says the fall of masculinity like Viagra being targeted in sales to men under 25.
Yeah. Oh, also, not just targeted in sales by men under 25, but smoking hot girls advertising it. Hey, do you need to get hard? Not with you.
Could you imagine?
Not with you.
Young men, when they start fucking women in their 50s and 60s, it's forget about it. It's going to need to be for elephants.
I don't need it.
The amount of Cialis.
I'm good to go. I'm old school. I every now and again, Amos, just to prove I can, I wank off to just a Playboy picture.
Oh, you throw that into the just to see if you've still got it.
Just to see if I still got it.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Like an old Heidi Klum, Sports Illustrated.
Just I see what little I can masturbate to.
That's good.
It is just to see what my benchmark
To reset
is.
the palate.
Yeah, I'm not completely ruined. Look, you can't do it after watching some.
I throw
hardcore
Maggie
porn.
Thatcher in there occasionally just to see if I can really appreciate the female form in its many different shapes, sizes, and appearances. That should be a game to find out what's the least attractive looking woman, because that actually makes you more straight. If a woman has to be, because that means you get turned on by all women.
Yes, I sometimes masturbate to women who have made nasty comments about me being a misogynist, just to show that I like you too. I'm for everyone.
That's everybody. You don't have to think about it right now, but do DM us. Play this game through the week.
And ladies.
See if and ladies too with a man.
Ladies, I set this challenge for you as well. If you find me offensive and nasty and cruel and you hate my comedy, you hate his comedy, see if you can flick your bean off to us and come.
On Jim Jefferies' new Channel 7 game show, How Heterosexual Are Ya? We've got 10 blokes and 10 women jerking off to the ugliest people of the opposite sex. First one to come is a real heterosexual.
It's like deal or no deal. And we're going to open up this box and see what's in it. Oh, we got a call from the wanker. Hello. Oh, yes, she is playing a good game.
Yeah,
she is.
That's an amazing game.
She is. Okay,
whatever case you get, that's the picture. Inside is a picture of someone from the opposite sex, and you have to come to whoever it is. Who'd you get? I got Miriam Margolyes. Oh, that's a tough one. Oh, that's a toughie.
I've got a Siamese twin. Which one? Oh, the left. Oh, no.
Case 36. Who is it? It's your own mother. Oh, come on now. That's Smeeve.
Can she put a bag over her head?
That's a cat, dude. Bonnie Blue, feel free to take that game. Jizz or no jizz, Channel 7, Jim Jefferies and Bonnie Blue. So point being, so she could like this, and this will go into what we were talking about in Istanbul. We have a friend who's in Istanbul who's arrested for shoplifting.
Well, I don't know. She's your friend. No, I don't know.
My friend.
Her. Yes.
I know her from the comedy scene.
Yes.
Shout out to Karis. She shoplifted from Zara. Mm-hmm. Went back into the store after taking the items and went, I took these. I need to pay for them now. They arrested her. She's being in Istanbul for 153 days. Now, Karis has neck tattoos, blonde woman, neck tats, Larry type person. And I believe that her neck tattoos in this Islamic country doesn't help the cause. And I said to her when we saw her in Istanbul, put us...
Sorry about the technical difficulties.
We had an overheated phone.
I was using a phone to run 2 microphones.
But we were talking... What's the name of your friend again, the comedian? What was the name of your friend?
Oh, yeah, my mate Karis. So Karis... Okay.
Karis has a neck tattoo. She has to go in. You've told her to put on a hijab or something.
Well, okay, so here's what's happened. I like you, Karis.
Yeah.
But you're in a Muslim country. You've done fucked up. You got to take a lesson from a woman called Michelle Leslie.
And also, she said she left and stole the dress and then went back to pay for it. She only went back to pay for it because the alarm went off because the tag was still on the dress.
Listen, all I'm going to say...
We all make mistakes. I'm not here to fucking...
All I'll say is this. Michelle Leslie was an Aussie woman who got caught with eckies in Bali.
Yes. Eckies is short for ecstasy for most of the people who don't do things like this. I love it when people who take drugs just say eckies.
So what happened was she decided the moment she got into a Balinese prison to put on the burqa.
Yes.
And the sari or the hijab or whatever it was.
Oh, all day.
Okay, and she immediately I'm Muslim.
If I was put into a Muslim prison, I would be wearing the pajamas because I want to wear them anyway. They just look so comfortable.
Oh, the silk pajamas?
Oh, just the big flowy white thing. I wouldn't do the hat, maybe towards the end with the band, but I'd put on the silk pajamas, yeah.
And it'd be nice to have a reason to get up. When the call to prayer starts, it gets your day going.
Breaks up the day. You know, I do this before that, I do that afterwards. Your arsehole would know as well. After I pray, I have a shit. Keeps you regular.
Also, a lot of Western women are already doing Pilates on the mat, so... praying on the mat is...
But is it recording?
Yeah.
As I was saying, she goes in, she's got a neck tattoo. It's a fairly aggressive neck tattoo. And neck tattoos have never helped anyone. There's never been a situation in society where someone's like this, yeah, I was done for, till someone saw me neck tattoo.
The judge said, that neck tattoo of yours has certainly given me cause for pause, and
I can see that you've written your son's name underneath your ear.
I would never throw a loving father.
You were clearly a good father. Clearly a good father. And what is that? What is that sort of thing that goes that way, that way, that way, that way? It's like a cartoon legs running around in a circle. That's a swastika. Oh,
a political person as well.
Well. At least you read the papers. Not enough people read the papers these days, so you're going to get off.
So that's a bad lawyer. All right, so the thing you're going to have to do in this court case is let's get your neck tattooed and face tattooed with your kids' names. The judge will love that. It went against us.
Yeah. So I see you have your child's name on your thing, and with a picture of the child on your neck. Don't have any kids. That's a kid down the road. Oh. Interested in your community.
So she's got the neck tat, and I was saying to her, like, yeah, like, you know, when it comes to the trial, like, I guess you've got to be conciliatory about, sorry I did this or whatever. And you're just straight in there like, well, the neck tattoo hasn't helped you. Because you don't know you're like that. Neck tattoo's fucked you up.
Yeah, you can't be doing that.
Because you hate tattoos at the best of times.
I was close when I was young, and I'm so glad I never did. We have a few things we bond on. That we had similar childhoods, overbearing mothers. We both not into tattoos. Our fathers like John Williamson, right, who sings True Blue and a song called Raining on the Rock. But that's a whole nother episode.
Look, here's the thing. When I was working at a law firm,
yes,
did you know one of the first things they'll do for you when you have a serious trial is send you to a stylist, and they'll match you up with ways that your hair should look, what clothes
try to
you should wear to
soften
the
them,
trial,
like the Menendez brothers wore those jumpers to make them look like they were more preppy and innocent.
So if you are caught, like my friend in Istanbul,
yes,
do not go like, oh, how the fuck can they treat me like this? These laws are not up to standard with the modern world. You've got to go into Muslim hardcore. So Bonnie Blue, I think the only way to save herself is Bonnie has to go Muslim.
Also, your friend, in the time she's been in Istanbul, has had her tits and teeth done. I think that's worth mentioning. She's like, so let's not worry, she's not struggling.
Well, she is pumping money into the economy.
Well, look, plastic surgery, you leave Istanbul airport, it is just fucking hair transplant, and women with their noses done. So many nose surgeries, it must be really a quarter of the price to go do it in Turkey, right? So she's had a bit of work done while she's out there.
It does seem like you're leaving an active war zone. There's that many fucking people with bandages on their heads. You're in a Middle Eastern country, and people have just been discharged.
I had a bloke come up to me in the airport. He was like, Canadian fella, hey, Jim. And I'm like, good luck with the hair. And he goes, well, thanks, man. You know what I mean? Like, I had a transplant. It didn't really take back in the day, you know.
And you didn't do it in Turkey?
Well, they do it different now. It used to have all your hair out, right? And they do it in between. Now they sort of do it, they shave it. Look, I did it 13 years ago. I'm sure it's a lot better now. And I didn't keep the tablets up as much as I'd like because I don't want to take the blue tablet. Very proud of the erections.
So, anyway, my point being, Bonnie is stuck in a prison.
So
what would you say if Bonnie Blue was given 15 years?
Yeah, love it. And
she came out and was like, I've been a real whore, but I've found out that this bloke called Mohammed and Allah, he actually loves me. I don't need all these men. I only need one man, and it's the Prophet. I'm Muslim now.
Well, I think she should do that, but I also think she should bring out she'll bring out a prison one. Someone will sneak a camera phone in there, and she'll just be getting licked out all day in the women's prison. Or if Bonnie is a trooper, she'll be the first person to go trans and be moved to the male block. Go, I've always thought I was a man, am I? Yeah, I've always thought I was a fucking man. So I'd like to be shipped off to the men's prison. The men's prison. Oh, fucking hell. It would be quite a film. Look, it'd be hard.
The Bali 900.
Yeah, just
the Bali 9000.
Just the 24-hour camera. The amount of sleep I'd lose.
So what's the situation, do you think?
Do
you think she gets banned and sent home?
Sooner or later. Okay, it's one thing because when you think about Bonnie Blue, there is an argument that she's a feminist, right? Women have been wanting to be slut shamed for a very long time. She came along. She did whatever she wanted with her body. You know, feminism doesn't really go further than that. She's the biggest feminist we've ever had, right? But you have to work within the laws of the countries that you're going to. And if they don't want you to... First of all, did she have a work permit? I have to have work permits in every city I perform in, right?
Is she paying tax?
Is she paying
to the
taxes?
Indonesian people?
Because she earns more money than I do. Has she released a video?
She has not released a video. And not
what
of her fucking sucking off the police in the arresting room?
What I want is her to get arrested with Greta Thunberg. There's got to be some stage, and then that's the sitcom that I want to have. It's called Greta and Bonnie, and they're in a prison cell together. It's like The Odd Couple.
So Greta came to Indonesia and she was protesting about their use of fossil fuels.
I have come here because you have not been... The waste that you throw in the ocean, the recycling is null and void here. It is not even happening. I am not
and she gets arrested.
How dare you?
She gets arrested and sent to prison, and Greta's prison cellmate is Bonnie
She
Blue.
walks in the room. Bonnie's already in there. G'day, love. How are you? Bonnie's just scooping cum out of her vagina into a bucket, right? She goes, you got to clean it out every now and again. Oh, whack it up. Oh, there's a condom up there. Didn't think I even used them.
She's like, you're that recycling girl, aren't you? Yeah. Well, you'll be happy with me. I save water. I just lick everyone clean in here. Mm-hmm. No one showers.
I like you, Bonnie. I like you because with all the cum that you're keeping the world's population down because the human race is a plague that is killing the planet.
You're stopping people. What I do is I stop people having families. I just get them jerking off over me because kids create more carbon emissions. So I'm really an environmentalist.
Yes, I believe that the things that you do will make wives leave their husbands and husbands leave their wives. And so you are good for the environment. Bonnie, thank you for all you do.
Bonnie and Greta. The 2027 couple of the year.
All right, Bonnie, I'm going off to have a shower. I'm going to lick as much minge as I can within a 24-hour basis. There goes Bonnie, saving us water again.
It would be the porno, like, Charlie Kirk moment, though, if they're like, imagine if they executed her like they did with some of the drug smugglers.
Okay, that would be a hard wank.
The snuff film of snuff films.
Like we're talking about tough wanks.
That's her most extreme paywall video
yet. She goes up to the guillotine. Oh, I'm on all fours, am I? All right. Oh, cheeky.
Who's trying to suffocate me putting that noose around my neck?
Yeah. Oh, why have you brought me in here with a bag on my head? You boys are so wicked. Don't.
Oh, what are you going to do to me?
Oh.
You naughty judge. In judgment of me.
So we're going to cut your head off. Your head will end up in a bucket.
That's so kinky.
As long as someone fucks me neck afterwards, I'm okay. Get it on film. Let's get it done.
Yeah, her parents are there filming.
So go on, Bonnie.
Just quickly before you go, sweetheart, what's the login credentials for the OnlyFans?
Yeah, imagine if the last thing she did was give away the password for free.
If convicted, yeah. So basically, they reckon she will end up with a 6 billion rupiah because it says here that she has, they say, an invisible hand guiding her to freedom. So I don't know what that means.
Invisible hand guiding her to freedom. So there's somebody in the government.
Someone in the government.
Someone in the government who's had 1,000 wanks to her has gone, but why can't she just do it in Britain? Why does she have to travel to other countries? What does she get extra out of being in the other countries?
Because she doesn't want to be fucking at some industrial estate.
I think she's very pretty. My wife hates that I find Bonnie Blue attractive.
She's not for me.
She is for me. Big grubby thing. I fucking think she's all right, bloody Bonnie Blue.
So there's the Bonnie Blue story for the year. And it is interesting that we start the podcast talking about her. And by the end of the year, I mean, because that was what we always said, though, how extreme does it have to get? Because once you've done 1,057 in a gangbang, then it's like, let's do it in a Muslim country. Eventually, she keeps making noise.
Okay. So I'm at the stage in my career where I've had sort of the same ticket sales for the last few years. My peak was maybe 6-7 years ago was my peak for how many tickets I could sell and all that type of stuff. And then it goes down a little bit as you find your level. But there's got to be a moment for her when she goes, all right, boys, I'm at this address. And 4 blokes show up. What? Now you just fucking guys for free.
Yeah, that's a sad day when her mum's like, that's everyone.
Yeah. Did you put it out on socials? Yeah, we did that.
Just a pile full of unused towels.
There'll be some promoter. Can you do local radio?
Can you do local radio?
We have a girl on here. You may have heard of her before. A young lass from Britain. Here she is. Bonnie Blue, how are you? All right there. So I believe you used to be quite the star back in the day. Oh yeah. So what are you doing? I'm going to bang as many people as possible in the park where I live.
I love that you think her career mirrors yours. I'm
not going to live in the park.
There's a lot of what's going on.
I've invested my money well.
Jim hates nothing more than local radio, where he's forced to sell in a small market, and there's a person going, crocheting at Christmas is a way to bring a family together. But up next, the comedian Jim Jefferies on
I just did some radio in Ireland, which was just, some of it was good, was morning radio, fucking how you going people who were like, you know, shock, not even shock jocks, just people who were up for a laugh, right?
Yeah.
And then you've got the, okay, so we're going to talk about statues around the town right now and all the different things that can be done. Also, floral displays. Can you do them yourself? Or do you need a florist? More of that coming up. But
Which
here
dishes at Christmas require pumpkin?
Oh, Jim Jefferies is here with his Son of a Carpenter tour. Blasphemy. You know, they're all off you right now. Why did you call it that? And then I had one of them get into me for fucking... I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, carry on. It's doing my fucking
Sorry
head
for bringing it up.
Doing my fucking head in. I was happy talking about Bonnie and Greta, the sitcom. Oh, why do you leave the cell so dirty all of the time? Look, I'm keeping all the condoms. We can tie them together and make a rope. Hey, how good is the Banged Up or Locked Up Abroad? That's the same show. It's called Banged Up Abroad in Britain. Everywhere in the world it's called Locked Up Abroad. If there's a Bonnie Blue episode, and you know the parody Banged Abroad,
Yeah.
right? How good is that going to be?
Yeah, gang banged up abroad.
Yeah, let me guess. To escape, you hid something up your ass, Bonnie.
Okay, let's go to the next story. I've got my girlfriend in my head, like, how much Bonnie Blue?
How did you... Hey, Bonnie, so how did you get that file? Well, there was a guard. Did you fuck him? Yeah. How'd you know? Just a hunch.
What, you's just like that Inspector Poirot?
Columbus comes in. Yeah, I see you have a lot of cum dripping down your legs. When you came into the room, it was a women's prison, so I'm going to say the cum came from a man.
A couple of other news stories floating around at the moment. Credit card balances in the United States have hit $1.23 trillion, an all-time high, according to ABC. Also, US layoffs on track to exceed 2008's great financial crisis.
Netflix is about to buy Warner's, which is for $83 billion or something like that.
Yeah, so the gold price enormous. There's becoming sort of monopoly entertainment, and there's job layoffs like the 2018 Great Depression. So not looking good out there as we come to the end of the year.
But I hear someone else has put a bid in for Warner's.
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus put in a bid for Warner's. Netflix and the Paramount Plus bid is bigger.
It's $108 billion.
$108 billion. Do you reckon there's like some of the old school companies, Village Road shows like this? We're on the market, lads. And what properties do you have? Has anyone seen the original Roadhouse?
What does Village Roadshow have? Are they Aussie?
Village Roadshow, I don't know.
They are an Australian production company.
I had a deal with them way back in the day.
Did
you? Yeah, me and Reece Darby.
What do you reckon their revenue was of late?
I don't know. But what?
I think they're gone.
Yeah, I think they were.
Their last year was...
They haven't called me in a while.
Their last year was $1.3 billion.
All right.
Which is not bad.
Yeah.
You know, what have they got?
What are their big ones?
Village Roadshow. There we go. Village.
Okay, so what was that company? Orion? Remember Orion, the one where the stars come in and it makes a circle? It goes O-R-I-O-N.
I don't know them.
You know Orion.
Orion Pictures. Oh, yeah, that's now owned by Amazon.
Oh, it's owned by Amazon. That was a big one in the 80s. That would be like a movie like The Running Man.
Hey, Village Roadshow had the Matrix series, Joker, Mad Max,
it's got good
Happy
stuff.
Feet, Sherlock, Ocean's 11, Lego Movie, and Godzilla vs. King Kong.
And who have they been bought out by?
I don't know. Hold on. I didn't know I was going to be doing research. Welcome back to the media acquisitions page.
All right. Well, it's just interesting that might happen.
Well,
Panini, right? So I collect sports cards, right? So Panini lost all their licenses this year, and so they lost everything but soccer, which now Trump is calling football. It's always football. It's always meant to be called football. You kick a ball with a foot. And Trump got up at the World Cup thing and he went, I'll call it football. And then those homosexuals, the village people, got up and sang the YMCA.
Yes. So let me just tie a nut in what you were talking about there. With the media acquisitions, we went from 3 companies and then it splintered into 1 million cable channels and then 1 million different internet broadcasters. And now we're going to the streamers. And now the streamers are buying everyone, and it's going to be like Disney, Netflix. Who's the other competitor? Paramount.
Amazon, Disney, Universal, NBC.
Yeah, they've got Peacock.
Yeah, they've got Peacock, but they've also got Universal.
But everyone's getting bored out.
Look, and him is out on Peacock right now. If you want to watch him for free, check it out on Peacock. You see old Marco, the doctor. He's up to no good.
So you brought up the World Cup. So obviously we're excited for Australia versus America for its first game in Seattle.
Ladies and gentlemen, fans in Australia, anyone going out to the game, our plan at the moment, and I'm trying to make this happen, is the night before the gig in the game in Seattle. The night before the game in Seattle, I want to organise a gig. I don't care if it's in a comedy club. I don't care where it is, unless someone wants to get me to do a corporate up there, some Australian group or something like that. But we're going to go to the game. I'm going to bring my boy Hank, and we're going to go. So by hook or by crook, I'm going.
And the World Cup really does work out where your loyalties lie, because everyone will say,
I'll be wearing my American jersey.
You can become an American. He's a real American. That immigrant that came to that country is an American. I personally, as soon as you see the draw, you know who you are.
Yeah.
When the game is coming, I have to give it up for people that go, you can never truly become someone from another country.
Look.
You can become a citizen there, but it's like, where do your loyalties lie?
We all know what happens, okay? Australia gets knocked out, and then if America's still playing, then I support America. America gets knocked out, and I support England. Australia gets knocked out, you support Croatia. Right? It's all till we get all the way down to Egypt.
Who's your last choice country?
I think fourth I start going for the Netherlands.
See, New Zealand I want to see get smashed every game.
No. New Zealand's my last team.
That's my bottom.
Yeah, no. You don't want New Zealand to do well. You want that country of 3 million people to suffer.
Then you want someone like the Faroe
Although
Islands.
I'm coming to New Zealand in January, see you then. Tickets on sale now.
So here's Donald Trump.
Others, Auckland sold out, Christchurch sold out, Wellington still tickets.
Here's Donald Trump
We're only
speaking
funny in New Zealand. Don't take it.
Speaking about the game.
When you look at what has happened to football in the United States, is again soccer in the United States. We seem to never call it that because we have a little bit of a conflict with another thing that's called football. But when you think about it, shouldn't it really be called? I mean, this is football. There's no question about it. We have to come up with another name for the NFL stuff. It really doesn't make sense when you think about it. It is really football. But
he's really, when you think about it, the fact that he said when you think about it about 5 times, like if you really put your mind to it.
Well, now that I'm
because they can't use their hands.
It is just the feet, isn't it?
Yeah, it is just the feet. They should call it football except for one player on each team, and he will call it handball.
Football, one guy catch.
Yeah.
That's a great name, right?
Football, one guy had to use your head a little bit.
Except when you throw the ball back in. It's complicated.
But when you really think about it.
So he also won an award. The FIFA is so corrupt. It's so funny to watch. Gianni Infantino gave him the award for peace. Yeah. So he didn't win the Nobel Peace Prize, and somehow Trump has got FIFA to create its new award where they pick a person dedicated to peace.
Yes.
Which is funny because it's like next year they're going to have to hand that out and they'll be like, what is this award?
Yeah.
Like, who do we give this to?
I'll take it. I haven't caused any unpeace in the world. So, I haven't started a war, have I?
So he's done the draw.
Yeah.
And then the village people come out and close.
Victor Willis, who isn't gay. All right? We've had enough of that. He's not. He's married to Karen Willis, and we don't want to hear any more of that bullshit. So the village people come out and play the YMCA, a song that's not... Every time I listen to the lyrics, it's more and more about bumming in the showers. I'm sorry, I've gone back. It's young man, if you're down on your dough, there's a place you can go. Young man. I said young man. I said, why does the man have to be so young? Why can't you just go, hey man.
Any middle-aged fellas that you want
Yeah. Like they're so close to going teenager.
Barely legal.
It's all about runaway kids. Yeah. But we're sorry, we take it back.
In a vulnerable position. But they got up there and they sang, and
you're homeless, you're down in your dough, you can hang out with all the boys, you can get yourself clean because you've been living on the streets for so long.
You've got to give it up to them. The strategy is paying off.
Just about playing basketball.
Because now they've got all the Donald Trump rallies.
Well,
The Republican move is working well. Now they're closing out. There is no other way they could have ever imagined in 2025 at the World Cup draw that they would be getting a jersey.
But especially the bloke who just was, I reckon, like, rather than replacing the characters they've got, right? We get a new construction worker, a new Indian, I think Victor's the original and then the rest of them are all being changed. I reckon if you lose a character, you bring in a new character. So a male war nurse, or maybe like an Hasidic Jew, right? Just the guy that comes out, like he's one of the characters, he's got the ringlets and the big hat and he's doing the Jewish dance in the back.
And then a Palestinian.
Yeah.
It's all about bringing people
It's
together.
all about bringing people together.
Doesn't matter if you're a Jew or Palestinian. In a sauna, we're all men.
Now, someone said to me afterwards, they go, oh, bloody football is being infiltrated by the gays, by the thing. I'm sorry. Okay. The greatest World Cup song of all time,
Ricky Martin.
Ricky Martin. Ricky
Is
Martin's song's still the banger of the World Cup. Dun, 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 dun.
Even Shakira's is great.
As soon as you hear the cup of life, this is the one.
It drops off of that bit, but everything before it. Do you really want it? Doesn't. As a guy that grew up playing football, soccer, it doesn't help you because everyone was like, "You guys are gay," and then I'd be like, "No, I'm not," and then I put Ricky Martin on.
Dun, 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 dun. It is a banger though for a pop song. When you hear it, you want to go kick a ball.
Getting bullied our entire lives for liking soccer, and we had nothing but Shakira and Ricky Martin.
Now the
And then we've got the
Village People from their album Cruising.
Okay, so that's what's going on with that. We are going to try and go to as many games as we can, even though it's going to be crazy.
Well, the
expensive.
first two I can go to. The third one I'm performing somewhere. And also, remember, we'll be performing January 31st in New York City at the Beacon Theatre. Also, a week later, I'll be in a big theatre at Boston. Get tickets at jimjefferies.com.
So here's a story that I wanted to share.
Sure.
From Australian telly.
Yeah.
A lot of my high school friends will go, you got to talk about this. I know this is a topic that you talk about a lot. Circumcision.
Yes, I am. Okay. I make fun of uncircumcised people just because it's a fun bear to poke, but I really have no skin in the game.
Too good.
But I don't dislike uncircumcised people and like circumcised people more. I just enjoy smelling one of them more than the other.
There's a show in Australia called Insight where they get people who have insight onto specific topics. And there's one guy that's a campaigner for men taking back ownership of their bodies and the My Body, My Choice movement. Have a listen to this fella get emotional about his circumcision when he was young.
I've always wanted my foreskin back.
You were circumcised at birth. Who made that choice?
Not you,
wasn't my
you-
parents, it was society. I was born in late 50s and almost every boy born at the time was circumcised. The doctor who delivered me poked his head around the door and said, "I'm here to do your boy now." My mother had no idea what he was talking about. A bit later I was down the hall in the nursery.
He's got a good memory, this cunt.
In excruciating pain as he ripped the foreskin from the head of my penis. I've always wanted my foreskin back. I've been with men who have had their foreskin and I've seen the pleasure that that's given them, and it's an experience that I'll never know. I'll never be able to experience the erogenous sensation, the pleasure, the function that they have. I've always felt that
Yeah, but you also
my body is not complete.
think of all the
It's
time you
not
saved on
it's a
cleaning.
horrible thought to have. I just don't like.
There's swings and roundabouts in this world. There's pluses and minuses.
That guy.
This guy, okay, cunt, you have too much fucking. That guy must have had a blessed life. And I think about it all the time. And then he ripped the. We all know what a circumcision is. The skin from the top of my penis.
You are
And
right. Like he's had like scar memory. He remembers that going on.
The doctor came in and said, "We're here to do your boy." Well, you're a fucking baby, mate. You don't remember anything.
He's talking as though he's a young woman who lives in an African village and she's 13 and fucking militants came with a hot sword and cut the clit off.
Mate, and it's
mate.
And in the 1950s, I'll tell you what, in 1977 it was still the fucking policy, mate.
And as a guy who's been circumcised since I was young, I've not had any troubles to come.
If you make sex better, I'm not leaving the house. Right? I'm already masturbating 4 times a day. Don't ramp it up for me.
How about this bloke as a lover though? So he's gay, so he's fucking blokes, and he watches the way they come, and instead of being happy for them, he's like this. I don't come like that.
Yeah.
Like, how greedy can you get, mate?
Yeah.
Like, you finished. How much difference in male orgasm is there really?
Look. If it makes it look, I was a premature ejaculator right up until about 22. Right? If you came just quicker, I would have fucking. Oh God.
So they're going to try and turn.
So that you know, they protest my gigs, the intactivists, right? The intactivists are these group of people that want to keep penises intact.
Is that a South Park joke?
No, this is their name. We did a thing on the Jim Jefferies show about the intactivists, right? The intactivists are these group. They come in white jeans and they splat red paint around their crotch, right?
Okay.
Right? Every now and again, a couple of them will protest the front of me gig.
Wait, and have they had their cocks chopped off in a mad, or they don't want it to happen to future people?
I never talked to him. The guy that I talked to on the TV show had his dick chucked and he was upset about it. But
how does he know?
Yeah, so I have a relative.
That is a man searching.
I have a relative, not in my immediate family, so don't start asking my brothers or something like that. But I have a relative who had to have a circumcision at 21 because he had an infection.
Yeah, I had a friend do the same.
Yeah, he had to have a circumcision at 21 because there was an infection at the top of the old Tockley, and they had to cut it off. And so I will take his word for it, whether it makes a difference. But these other people are like, oh, the sensation. Also, mate, there's more to life than getting your fucking nuts off. The fact that this guy, he's an old gay fella. He's never had the concerns of, oh, how are my kids going? My kid's going to be well. Are they going to get into college? This guy has no stress whatsoever. All he thinks about all day is his fucking dick. The fact that this...
on his deathbed.
The fact that he goes on television, oh, I've got something to say... Everyone his generation, every man his fucking generation, the only reason he knows about uncircumcised is because he's obviously fucking young boys. Because no man his age wasn't circumcised, so he's walking around going...
He's a gay guy from the 50s who didn't get AIDS. You win some, you lose some. You know what I mean?
Do you want to know why he didn't get AIDS? Because you're substantially less likely to get AIDS with a circumcised dick. This has been proven. You know this? Oh, yeah.
No.
Oh, yes. I'm not...
Oh, so I'm sorry that you didn't get AIDS, but it felt 5% worse.
Substantially less chance, if you were circumcised, of getting HIV. They have proven this.
I would have risked it.
They have proven this from tribes in Africa where some tribes are circumcised versus some, because the tearing of the skin, you get less tearing of skin with a circumcised dick. Google it. I'm not fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not fucking wrong. So this guy's been fucking around all through the 80s. Never got the HIV.
He's an old gay. Never
got the HIV. Just staring at uncircumcised guys wanking their cocks going, that looks like fun that I never get to have.
He's not beating the allegations about sort of gay men having a charmed life. You know, when they've got disposable income. Also, they're all about pleasure.
Hasn't he got bigger fights going on in his life? Like when we used to come on the TV and ask about the... All right, so you're Googling this for me?
Yeah, I'm
going. All right, so because I want to get my stats right before people start commenting underneath it.
But hate the intactivists to come for us. Yeah. Circumcision and AIDS. Yeah. Another great search history that I have here. Some research, notably a 2019 study by El Halik and others, suggest a positive link between male neonatal circumcision and SIDS. What? What's not what we're looking for?
What, you get more SIDS as a baby? Or they're just depressed and they roll over onto their stomach?
What is this saying? The theory suggests circumcision as a painful, stressful event adds to allolistic load.
Just check the HIV.
So, mate, I'm an intactivist now. Fucking SIDS.
Just check. Does being circumcised decrease your chances of getting HIV?
Decrease HIV chance.
You couldn't put it in how I said it, did you? You had to
male circumcision significantly reduces the risk of a man requiring HIV from a female partner by 60%.
It's by 60%
as the inner foreskin contains cells that are easy entry points for the virus.
Yes. By 60% less chance of getting the HIV if you have the little snip at the end of your cock.
So this guy survived a crisis that
They
targets
did say with women, but if you're doing it up the bum, all bets are off.
Yeah. So this bloke has managed to survive and he's still miserable about it.
Oh, what a miserable fuck he'd be.
Do you reckon he feels-
What a miserable fuck that old cunt would be. You'd fucking pound his asshole. You'd come. He'd be on all fours, and he'd be dribbling down his balls. And as you're cleaning your dick off in the curtain, he'd turn around and go, "Must have been fun for you." All I get is this shit dick in front of me.
He comes and he's like this, "I'm going to come," which would have been better if my mum didn't ruin my life. Oh, there it is.
I'm here to do you, boy. That's the sentence I've used as well. What a fucking knob. Going on TV.
The best part about that video is watching all of the people on the show.
You gotta watch.
People in the background having to be like this. Because it's normally like, "Ooh, all right, we're back."
Yeah, but he's going to leave in all that stuff in between, isn't he?
No, he's got some work to do. Jack, if everyone's watching this has been one of the most cobbled together episodes through 5 devices dying.
I thought it'd be better with us in the room. The banter's better with us in the room, but the technology is.
Well, I'm not.
Down.
You know me. I'm your millennial friend who has a boomer ability with technology.
Is there anything fucking worse? See, even for my generation, am bad with technology, right? Even for my generation, because my generation always had a few kids that had a computer that knew what they were doing, right? Then I married my wife, who, by the way, Indian, millennial.
Yeah.
They're all in IT.
Woman.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's done.
I'll let you down. The identity politics game.
Yeah, my wife knows less than me. I was hoping we'd get some illegally downloaded TV shows or something. Nothing.
So we've got one more story we can do. Here's one.
So we're just going to end that story on cum dribbling down his balls.
Oh, yeah, that's that. We got the.
That's the cut. The cut, Jack, for when you're listening. The cut was when I said cum dribbling down the balls.
Yes. Next story.
Oh, we can't put that stuff in because there's no footage.
We'll cut her. We'll find a way to cut her out. Yeah. Last one on here. Oh yeah, so I brought up the credit card things. This is the one. Americans are drinking alcohol at the lowest level they have since 1939, according to Gallup polling. You, as a sober person of many years...
Right, okay, first of all, why weren't they getting drunk at... Oh, the men were away.
Yeah, since 1930. So you went
home. Oh, no, wait a minute. They weren't in the war.
Since 1939. No, so the Americans are drinking alcohol at the lowest level they have since 1939.
So World War
Prohibition.
II.
When did Prohibition?
No, this is World War II, man. 1939.
Yeah. When was So 39 was a year that they weren't drinking a lot.
Yeah. You think they would have drunk a lot then, or just they just had to drink their own beer and they were like, well, we can't get the German imports anymore.
So yeah. Prohibition began in January 17, 1920. Until 1933. Then they had 6 years on the comeback.
Yeah, 6 years on the comeback. Then war.
And then it boomed in war. People getting fucked up.
No, when they came back from war, that was the heaviest drinking. That was when the guys, when they just called it a bit of shell shock.
Yeah, the shell shock. They had to drink. Well, actually, that would have been World War I guys too. But then, so the World War I guys come home, have shell shock, and there's no booze.
No booze. Drinking was still up though. It actually rose it because people were drinking.
Yeah,
they were drinking moonshine and fucking. They were getting stuff driven over from Canada.
So that means you've come home to America. It's 1918.
Land of the free.
It's 1918. There's Spanish flu as well.
Mm.
So you've survived the trench. Then you've got Spanish flu spread around the country.
You've probably got a bit of mustard gas on your lungs that is giving you a repetitive cough. And you're smoking.
You remember a boy from your town getting bayoneted.
Oh, yes.
And you can't sleep at night time. You just remember the sound of artillery.
Yeah.
And you can't even have a fucking beer.
Can't have a beer. And your wife's like, you haven't mowed the lawn. What?
Oh, yeah. Then your wife's like, well, I met a fella when you were away.
Yeah. Well, I met one too. It was wartime. We're in the trenches. We didn't know if we were going to live.
So-
How many men do you reckon came back with like that? You know that old. There's a picture of a girl because you can keep a relationship going long distance better now than ever, right? With FaceTime and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I was a kid, if a girl moved to a different town, that was over, right? Now you can sort of do 6 months long distance because of FaceTime and because we can all both watch Netflix at the same time or what. There's things you can do to make it work. Right now, you know, I've been really away for almost 3 months, you know what I mean? And I assume my wife has banged very few men, very few, if not two.
Yeah, well, there's no Dear John letters anymore.
Dear John letter.
You just get a...
There used to be
a FaceTime.
There used to be a sitcom called Dear John.
Really?
Right? And it was going, and the theme song was, Dear John, by the time you read this letter, I'll be gone. Right or wrong, Dear John. Right? And then it was
Where
just
was
like,
that?
it was just a bloke. I think it was a British sitcom, and it was just a bloke whose wife had left him, and it was like him just trying to get the pieces of his life together, and hilarity ensued. Dear John.
Dear John sitcom. Yes, and not since then. So we all know alcohol's dying.
Yeah. Imagine pitching Dear
Massively.
John. It would have just been one depressed comic.
After losing everything in a divorce settlement, teacher John Lacey joins a self-help group. Oh, so he's not a fucking vet.
No, he's just
Judd Hirsch.
Yeah, it's what's the American one?
Yeah, it's Judd Hirsch.
It's Judd Hirsch from Taxi.
Yeah, it's just Judd Hirsch who's gone through a divorce. I thought, isn't it? So what's a Dear John letter is when you're away at war and your wife's like, I'm not going to be here for you.
All Dear John letters are just a breakup letter. It's just a dump in your letter.
Just dumping. I always thought it was a letter at war. Okay.
No, it's a dumping letter.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was exclusive.
I follow this.
Where you're in a trench.
I follow this history page, and there's a letter that Tupac wrote to Madonna when he dumped her.
No, here it is. But yeah, okay, you go.
Yeah, but Tupac dumped Madonna, right?
Yeah, is it because he was a homosexual?
No, it was because and he wrote the letter. He goes, yeah, just how society sees a young black guy with an old white woman. He keeps calling her like an old white woman. Throughout the whole thing. She's probably like 35 and he's like 25.
Because Madonna was like, no, it's a racial thing. He's like, it's age predominantly.
Yeah, it's like yeah, people frown upon it when for me, like the other way around, people are cool, but
the age thing is a problem. I just need you to know it's not just the white thing. You are beat up.
Yeah, you are not like a virgin. Hey, I went my whole life. My brother really liked Madonna, right? And a lot of people did back in the day, right? And so, Like a Prayer, I just listened to it the other day. It's just her sucking someone off, isn't it?
I couldn't tell you anything about that, sir.
Just like a prayer. I'm down on my knees. I want to take you there in the midnight hour. I can feel your power. Just like a prayer. I'm down on my knees. I want to take you there. Right?
It's just feel the power.
Yeah. It's just I'm blowing you, and that's just like a prayer.
So you've heard it here, folks. Madonna's a whore.
Yeah, but if Madonna wants to sue us for saying that, imagine if we get a letter from Madonna the next day going, you can't say that my songs are whorish.
Dear John.
Yes.
Refers to the iconic Dear John letter, a breakup note from a woman to her soldier boyfriend during wartime, popularised in World War II, where the simple, less affectionate Dear John signaled relationships end, often due to her finding someone else, with the term reflecting common names and the hardship of separation. Okay, yeah, so it was a World War II thing.
Do you remember Limpy, who didn't make it into the army? Well.
You know that guy you criticised because you said he was a Hmong. He's got a big fat cock, John.
Do you remember that guy in Manhattan, Donald, with the shin splints?
You know Harakumi? He just got out of the internment camp.
Very funny.
There must have been some Japanese guys that picking the litter when they got out. Anyway, what were we saying? Yeah, no booze. So we talk about this a lot, but obviously no booze is huge trend. We're in Prague, which is famous for the most beer
capitals in the world. Yeah,
most beer capitals in the world. However, weed is everywhere. You know, it seems like it's the new Amsterdam.
Weed is here more than it is in Amsterdam, and they're selling all varieties of weed. They're not dicking around whether you could only have baked.
Because it used to be like this town was absinthe.
Yes.
Even in like movies, people would come to Prague and it would be like you have the green dragon.
You'd always get an absinthe bottle that would have like Van Gogh on it because Van Gogh was into absinthe. You put it on sugar and stuff on a spoon. And
I don't even remember having it, but it's meant to be a hallucinogenic alcohol.
I drank it with Steve Hughes and Jason Whitehead in about 2004 here in Prague, and it was instant blackout for me.
Oh, really?
Instant blackout, yeah. To my absinthe friends. Right. You know what I mean? I can't remember anything.
So I don't see it here anywhere. I don't know if you noticed that now, but there's no ads for. There's only ads for weed.
Yeah.
Weed.
No, not even ads, just shops.
Shops for weed.
Lovely, clean-looking shops.
And Amsterdam, which I'm a huge fan of,
we love
actually
Amsterdam.
harder for weed.
Amsterdam's toning down the weed a little bit. Look, Amsterdam is an undeniable.
We could call it Amsterdam is the Bali of Europe because they're trying to get rid of in the same way the Balinese are cutting down on fucking. Amsterdam's getting rid of drugs.
Even without the hookers and the weeds, Amsterdam is a fun place. It's beautiful. It's canals. It's nice food. It's a walkable city. It's a wonderful place. But Prague is one of the elites. Prague is a hot chick, man. You want to come to Prague.
Now, when your son,
if you're a young person and you're traveling around Europe, don't miss Prague. A lot of people, when I was young, just used to go to Western Europe.
Yeah.
Just used to go to Western Europe and leave the East Lane. Prague, like Czech Republic, Poland, these are places you want to visit. They more of the history is still here. It hasn't been bastardized.
There's a reason Hitler came here first.
Yeah.
Poland, Czechoslovakia, and Austria.
Yeah.
The early acquisitions. So take it from the
They feel really safe. Feels really safe out there. Doesn't feel dangerous at all.
When, like I said, 1939 lowest level. So it's going to continually change the way that we go out. Your son is 13, 12?
13.
Booze in their life.
Look, I have laid down the law with my son about smoking. The stupidest thing I ever did was ever light up a cigarette. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if I even have to worry about that anymore. I just feel like his generation aren't doing it. By the time I was Hank's age, I wasn't smoking, but kids at school were. And I don't think there's any kids. The vaping is, you got to worry about the vaping. Right. They got to get rid of the vaping.
No, my generation saw cigarettes. You might as well be banging heroin into your arm. Like, it was really demonized for us.
Yeah.
By the like when you'd see someone smoke, for millennials, it was like, this guy's off the fucking rails.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like, we went actually because I will bum a couple of darts. I love a couple of cigarettes on a big night. Just two. Because I don't get addicted to them in any way. But when I would smoke them, people would go, are you fucking are you fucking well? Like, what are you doing, man? Who smokes cigarettes? You're better than that. Yeah. Like, it was like,
well, England in the early 2000s, everyone was.
So, but now it's like it's like booze now, right? So a lot of influencers who are young are like, you look ugly, you feel like shit, you make bad decisions.
Oh yeah.
Why would you want alcohol?
I'll tell you something about alcohol, and this is why I don't go to AA. And I was an alcoholic. I was a binge drinker who used to black out drunk whenever I drank. I don't miss it, and for that reason, I don't go to AA because I don't want to think about it. I don't walk past and see something. Occasionally, like last night, you were enjoying a beer, and I thought, it must be nice to enjoy a beer. But I never enjoyed one beer. There was never a time in my life where I went, I'll enjoy one beer. What's the point of one fucking beer, right? And then beer, I got too fat, so I moved to vodka and tequila because I was doing it to get drunk. I love the feeling of being drunk, but most of the big mistakes I ever made in my life, most of the relationships that I fucked up in my life, it was because of alcohol. And I'm not talking like girls, I'm talking about friendships and stuff. So comics, I said something stupid too when I was blackout drunk. Just acting like a fucking cunt.
So aren't we becoming, wouldn't you say we're becoming Islamified in a way? In that we're not into alcohol, but we are smoking these portable shisha machines? Do you know what I mean? Like, what does that mean for
I'm not anti-substance. I think that you should be able to do things to have fun. I believe in drugs. I think that we should control the situation.
But I've always said to you, for a lot of people, a lot of like bros, the biggest barrier to entry for Islam was the drinking.
I used to do a joke. If you took beer and bacon away from me, I'd fly in a plane into a building.
So if we get to a position where the youth don't want booze ever, I can really see them gravitating heavily towards Islam. out of the religions.
I like women in high heels and skirts, man. You're never going to lose that from me. Look, I atheist all the way, man. That's till the day I die. I think that's the only thing that's going to stay with me forever. I like being an atheist. You know what I like most about it? I don't have to think about God. I don't have to think about the internal questions and that sort of stuff. The universe is the universe. If we're living beings, the idea of a soul that it has to live on, I don't believe in that either. I just think you die, it turns to black, the end.
Well,
and I know that's a very
I'll put a good word in for
nihilist.
you with the big boy when I get
Look,
up
mate,
there.
Do you think that you go to hell for just having that opinion? I don't really, because what evidence have I been given? What evidence have I been given of a heaven or a hell or a God? And when you grow up in one country, you're one religion, you grow up in another country, you're another religion. Why on earth would there be a God that would be like, you went Muslim, to hell with you, right? Get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Did I just hear that thing die again?
I think that was my phone making a bleep bleep.
Because Adam is messaging us saying we've got to go.
I haven't even showered.
You haven't? Oh, fuck.
All right, we got to go.
We're going to do a quick wrap up.
All right.
Fuck, what's he saying? Van is at door. Why am I in the Czech Republic and this guy's getting a... I love you, Adam. He's gone ahead and ordered us both a pad thai.
Yeah, I asked for a pad thai.
He did?
Yeah.
He goes to me, you can order from a place called Aloha Pokeland. We're in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, but we're about to eat pierogies for 3 days. Have some Asian
This
food.
is the funny thing about our British tour manager. He doesn't. He's like, what's this pock? Poke.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Poke.
Pock. You like pock. You say pock's quite good.
He ordered his first ever poke in Skopje, Macedonia airport, and it was a tin tuna.
No, he ordered it in the room, in backstage, and it was cooked tuna poured on top of rice. Was their pokey. He goes, it's quite nice.
Very good, this. I
I
said,
quite enjoy it.
I said, that's fucking tin tuna. He goes, shut up, cunt. I like it. He's not beating the allegations of the British with food. All right, well, that's what's happening at this moment.
I think that was a good one. Hey, everyone, come and see us. We're performing. We'll do the little intro now. Good night, Australia.